Hey guys, this is Megan from Knit Curious, and I just wanted to do a quick tutorial on how to do the enlarged eyelets for both the Queen Bee tee, which has 4 customizable sleeve options from tank top to long sleeve, and the Queen Bee cowl. So here we go. First, you knit 2 together, then you do a double yarn over, then you slip, slip, knit. I'll show you real quick, that's how this is gonna look on your needles. Now these enlarged eyelets are worked over the course of 3 rounds, or rows, depending on where you're at in the pattern. I'll show you one last time and then I will skip ahead. So that's knit 2 together, double yarn over, and that double yarn over just means that you are wrapping the yarn around twice instead of once, as you would with a regular yarn over. And you'll do that for the number of times specified by the cells. So it'll say knit 7 cells or knit 6 cells, or however many you need to do. Okay, so I've knitted my round and I'm back to where I began. Also, my baby, of course, woke up as soon as I got all my camera and everything set up. So if you hear some baby sounds in the background, that's who it is. So you start by knit 1, and then you slip 1 yarn over. This is a brioche technique, actually. If you've done any brioche, you then knit 2. So those double yarn overs are always resolved by a slip 1 yarn over first, and then knit 1 if you're working in the round, or purl 1 if you're working in the rows, which you will be doing a little bit in the sweater. I'm gonna do that again. Knit 1, then you slip 1, and at the same time you're doing a yarn over. So you'll see how right here you basically have 2 strands of yarn that are doubled up, one lying across the top of the other. So your yarn over lying across the top of your slip stitch. And then you knit 1 to resolve that double yarn over and knit again. So 3 knit stitches, 1 slip 1 yarn over. Knit 1, slip 1 yarn over, knit 2, and that's how you resolve the next round or row of the enlarged eyelets. So I'm gonna knit the rest of this round, and then I'll be back to show you how to resolve those slip 1 yarn overs. All right, so I've knit around, and one cool thing about this pattern is that you'll see that these yarn overs, these eyelets, are only worked on half of the project, and the other half is this lovely stockinette, so it goes really fast. So for your 4-stitch combo, you're gonna knit the first stitch. And now this is really common, that your yarn over has kind of crossed with your stitch. So you'll see you've got these 3 strands here. What you want to do is just go deep, right? And knit these 2 strands together. And when you pull them off, you'll find that they unwrap off of your remaining knit stitch. So then you knit that, knit your final stitch. So it's just four knit stitches basically, but it's really helpful to see what you are picking up. So you'll see these 2 strands here. That is what you're knitting together. So that is your yarn over and your slipped stitch, which was your original yarn over. So basically you're knitting those 2 yarn overs from the 2 different rows or rounds together, and then you'll knit the last 2 stitches. I'm going to do it just a couple more times for you to see. Knit 1, you just go right into the center of that big eyelet, and knit those together, making sure not to lose that third wrap of yarn that you're seeing on your stitch. Again, go deep, pull those off, and keep that on. Now, I'm just going to show you what to do if you manage to pull off all three, as that does happen, and I don't want you to panic. So, of course, he's making a lot more noise now. So, let's just say you lose that. You've got these two strands here. You want to tuck the top strand underneath that bottom strand and pull it up. So basically, you're just salvaging that knit stitch that you worked on the last row, as you would any other dropped knit stitch. It just looks a little different since you're pulling it up off the yarn over instead of off of a knit stitch below. So that is the 3 rounds. Your final round is just knitting around. So it's worked over 4 stitches and 4 rows or rounds. And it pulls in a lot, so you really want to block it well. It's very important to block it well. And then once you do, it flattens out really beautifully into this lovely enlarged honeycomb right here. So it is absolutely gorgeous, and I encourage you to check out either pattern. I worked up the cowl. You can wear it alongside the sweater, or it is awesome to use as basically just your gauge swatch, and it's a really great way to figure out how to do these eyelets before tackling the main project, as the main project starts with this beautiful little split hem here, which is an awesome detail, but of course is a little bit more difficult to work these eyelets for the first time as you're figuring it out. You can totally do it, I believe in you, and you can always contact me with questions, Megan@knitcurious.com, and I really would love to see your works in progress or finished patterns. So I look forward to it. Bye.